Hello, it's Joel Turcotte here, and if you notice, my eyes match my shirt because they're not my natural eyes though. This is my natural body and my eyes I just put on this morning. But just thought I'd throw that out there. But what I'm going to talk about today, at this moment right now, which isn't the moment you're going to be watching this, because this moment, as you're watching this, the one you see me in, this will be gone forever, but whatever one you watch it in, it'll be about how fucking stupid some of the stuff people get angry at in this world, like just the stuff they choose to focus on. One of them being, I always hear this, I don't always hear it, but sometimes I do, and I don't understand it, is when people just get infuriated that people are speaking another language. And then their argument is, you're in America, fucking speak English. It's like, why, how does that even affect you? They'll be like on the phone, like, how do you know they're not talking? How do you know, like, some French guy didn't just move here after 35 years of being in France, and this is his first month in America, and then he's just talking to his mother, who lives over in France, in French. Like, people just fucking speak English, like, holy shit, why are you so mad? Like, imagine you move to a country and you've only been living there 6 months, and your mom calls you, who lives in the old country you lived in. What are you, just going to speak in this language? She can't understand you? Yeah, sorry mom, I'm in America now, I need to fucking speak English. I don't know why he'd be swearing at his mom, but, like, why? I can't even fathom why you'd get mad at that. Who cares? And then people are like, everyone in the world should just speak English. Well, China's the most spoken language, so if that was the case, just if everyone were to speak one language, we'd probably take the one that's spoken the most and be Chinese, so we'd all have to learn that. I just feel like people don't, like, whenever logic completely dominates their theory, they just think of some weird thing to, like, back it up, which makes no sense. They're in America, speak English. Well, they're French, or they're Mexican, or they're German, and they were probably brought up in a household which was speaking that, which if you were too, you would be speaking that. I don't think you need to totally disregard your heritage, disregard your culture, your language, everything, just because now you're in America. Like, what if we don't have that with any other expectations? Oh, you just moved here? Get fat. Eat McDonald's. Like, we don't do that. Why is it such a... That should be your own choice. If you want to not learn English, which would it would be dumb to never attempt it because you're going to have communication problems this entire time, but have at it if you don't want to speak it. It doesn't matter. I just think that's a very weird thing to get. Not even just like, just like people are just fucking staring at people, just fucking learn English. Like, holy shit, calm the fuck down. Like, why are you so angry? I just think the main problem with all this anger is that there's such a lack of empathy. Like, people never put themselves in other people's shoes to try to understand why they're like the way they are. Like, just think of the things people just truly hate. Like, there are full-grown adults that would just be infuriated if they were at a restaurant and a gay couple just sat next to them. Just like, pure fucking hatred towards that couple for the mere fact they're gay. Why? Why? It doesn't affect you on zero. No level, no personal level does that affect you. You might look and be like, ugh, just kind of get. I guess if they're just butt fucking right on the table while eating like their salad, I guess, yeah, that would make sense. Be like, ew, that's gross. But if they're just sitting there holding hands, or not even just talking with their, that's a stereotype too, but I mean, just say they're feminine gaze, just, hey guys, and then what level does that affect you? You might be like, alright, they're gay, I'm straight, cool. But there's just full-grown men, like just full-grown adults who are just sitting there like, just so mad. Like, do you know in like over 20 states in the US they can just deny gay service at a restaurant? Just fuck it, just because. That's the mentality adults have. That's like, not like, we're not talking about like just stupid 3-year-olds. We're talking about full-grown fucking people. Just, you're not like me, so I don't think you deserve the rights I do. And then we have people running for president like, look, I'm going to protect the liberties of all these people. I don't hate gays. I have gay friends. I'll stand up for their rights. But they can't get married, because being married is a privilege. No, you see what you did there? Logic just, here's your theory, and here's logic. It just came on and it shit on it, and your theory crumpled. So now you have to just be like, fuck, what do I do? So, oh, marriage is a privilege. Now it's acceptable for them to still not be able to have the availability of the shit that we do, because they're different. We live in a free country where if you're gay, you can't eat somewhere because you're gay, and we don't like that here. Just fuck it. And the thing that's wrong with that, besides every single aspect of that, is that it's pretty much people saying, my belief is more justified than yours, which doesn't make sense because, well, many of the people who dislike gays are religious, and they say it's the preachings of God. But religion itself is a belief, which a belief has no factual evidence at all whatsoever. It's just a complete belief, it's faith. Which faith can't be proven, so you don't even know if what the fuck you're saying is true. So, I think you should probably not limit people's freedom until you figure out for sure. Like, you have recorded you talking to God, and he's like, I fucking hate them gays even though I create them. That's how it works. You see, I'm God, and I have a divine plan. So, your life is up to me. I fucking made that shit. And then I make gays, which I hate. I make things I hate purposely. I'm like, oh, I hate this, here it is. And then I banish them to a place where they go to hell for eternity, just suffer, syringes to the eyeballs and jaws ripped open forever because I made them and I don't like them. I don't like what I knew for a fact I was making, and then I send them there. Until you know for a fact that is 100% true, I don't think you should just be like, you can't eat at my restaurant. You should be like, just fucking don't intervene in someone else's life based on a belief, because your belief is not justified over anything else. That's the problem when you get religion involved in politics. You get anything that is faith-based, belief-based, that is not factual, involved in anything that sets rules, because when someone else doesn't agree with that belief system, they get limited freedom. And that's what a major problem with all of this is. We think that beliefs create hierarchy, which they don't. There's no justification in any of your negative inputs towards people just because you believe differently. You're not entitled to do anything more than they are just because you think your religion is correct or your belief on something is correct or anything. That's just not how it is. And that's what's creating all this just worthless anger and hate in this world. And there's so many people just fucking angry every day. Just we're being programmed like that. If you notice, you look around, just people just fucking hate everything. They're just shit talking. Like, that's what's weird to me is it's just socially acceptable. No one to just shit talk everything. Just, I fucking hate that teacher. Speak English. I hate gays. And you're like, why? And then someone over there is like, it's a lovely day. And then everyone's like, you fucking weirdo. Like, why is everyone so mad? Like, optimism is like the outcast of society. It's just weird. Like, I don't know if it's this upcoming generation or everything, but just people are like, why is he so happy? Like, because he's living. Life is beautiful. Life is amazing. Like, I have the human mind, which is like one of the most complex things in the universe. We don't even know. I can dream, I can imagine, I can create, I can do all this shit that no other species on the entire world can do. And I'm living. I'm experiencing life. Why shouldn't I be happy? Why should I waste my life away because I look, oh, there's somebody different from me that isn't affecting me. Let's turn all this good shit and just put it aside and just get all this hatred out towards that human being that has fucking done nothing to me because he's different. That's how we're actually thinking. Like, that's a fucking thought process in full-grown people's minds. That's crazy. That is nuts. That we just decide to just hate things. Like, we're just fucking machines built of hatred. But we all can love. We all can have this availability to just a happy, amazing life, but we just don't choose to. We don't use our potential. We don't use our creativity. We don't use our imagination. What we decide to do is ignore all the flaws of our inner self and then just look at something we don't like or something that's different or some other flaw about someone else, and then we just go after them because it's easier than self-improvement. It's easier than just admitting to yourself that you have flaws too. But there's just stupid things like racism and fucking just stupid, ignorant things. Like people are just, I hate Iraq, they're all terrorists. No. 9/11 was just some extreme fucking people, just Al-Qaeda, just extreme fucking Muslim. That is no way, that doesn't create a representation of the entire Muslim community. If that was the case, we would be like, every white man lynches black people, because that's what happened one time and there was a group of people who did it. That's obviously ignorant, and you'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But that's what we're doing. Yes, 9/11 was terrible, and we should all remember all the people who lost their lives and family members in that, because it was a terrible event, and the people who planned it and took part in it are terrible human beings. But they're no representation of the entire community over there, and then we're just like, they all fucking should have died, they needed to be bombed, and it's like, no they didn't. A good portion of them did, but many of the people who died when we just fucking bombarded into Iraq. And Iraq doesn't even have any correlation with 9/11. That was Afghanistan, but we just think it is. We're just, 9/11 Iraq, I fucking hate them. Like, no, they don't even have to do with anything at all with it. We just, that's how the media portrayed it right after it happened, and a lot of us were young, so we were just told that. But it doesn't even have to do with anything. But we just, like, bomb these countries, and we're like, they all should die, they need it. And it's like, no, they're just civilians, just like us. Like, we can't put ourselves in people's shoes. You have to understand, like, why people are the way they are. And I guess I could apply it to these racist people, because if I was fucking brought up in a household that was like, we don't accept fags, I would probably hate fags. But, well, I shouldn't say that word, that's stupid. I would probably hate homosexuals, but, I mean, there needs to be a shift. There needs to be someone like, alright, Mom and Dad are being a little fucking weird. Why are they telling me this? This is stupid. But, like, you just need to understand, like, if you were put in someone else's situation, you would probably be the same as them. Or similar. That's why, like, people, when you have religious battles, like, Muslims are terrible. Like, you would be Muslim if you grew up in Iraq, in a Muslim community, in a Muslim family, going to a Muslim church, where the entire thing is just revolved around this specific religion. You would be that specific religion. You wouldn't be Christian. So, like, it's just weird that we, like, disregard that. Like, we just hate them. We pretty much hate people because this is the reason. They were born in a different section of the world, so I hate them. That's what we do. This pretty much sums up racism. They were born in a different place, so now the color of the skin's different, and right there, I fucking hate them. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is making no sense. Like, then, like I said before, like, people are thinking like this. Like, he has dark skin, so I don't like him. Why? Give a reason. Because I knew a black guy, and he mugged my friend's cousin's brother's girlfriend's sister. Mugged her of her wallet. So now I just hate every black man, because I'm assuming that one act of that black guy represents the entire population. Am I right? And then if you notice racism, like, racist people don't even ever accept the flaws of their own race. Which is just, it's so unbelievable that people can actually discriminate a certain race. There are fucked up human beings in every race, everywhere. It's humanity as a whole. It's not a specific race. It's not just like white people are these just angels that touch things and turn it to gold. Just, I want to hurt a dove. Look at fucking Hitler. Like, look at all these people. There were some fucked up white people. But we don't, well, I don't care. This black guy, he mugged me one time. And it's like, dude, stop just being ignorant. Stop being racist. And just the main thing is to be carefree. Just let go. Let go of these weird acts of hatred just towards shit that does not matter. When you become prejudiced, just everything starts to suck. And why would you want to do that with your life? I am sorry. I'm not sorry if you're a homophobic, stupid person that's anti-gay rights because you're a douchebag. But you have to understand that it doesn't affect you. It does not matter if some guy in fucking Alaska gets married and you live in Australia. It doesn't matter. It just does not matter. We need to just let go of all these weird shit and just enjoy the lives we have, because we're gonna be like 80 one day and look back like, why the hell did I just hate all these fucking things? Why did I just hate all these people? And I think the only way we can coexist peacefully, and people always say world peace won't happen. I don't know if it could happen. It doesn't seem logical, but you never know. If there was just a global shift, a universal mind, a state of mind that just shifted towards optimism, I truly think it could. But the only way is, it's not for everyone to become Christian or everyone become a certain way. It's for everyone to understand, for everyone to have empathy, to be able to look at someone and put yourself in their situation and just understand why they are the way they are. And to not just be prejudiced and just discriminate, and to just fully have a well-rounded worldly understanding of just what is going on. And I think that will make if once we can reach that state of mind where you can look at someone and not fucking despise them because their skin's different, but look at them, and if you don't like them, understand where they come from, then I think the world will shift so much. We can make such a change. We just need to understand that coexisting peacefully is 100% possible. It is so achievable. But we just have to have an understanding. And I think it's hard to do. I mean, it's very hard to look at someone you despise and try to put yourself in their shoes, because you're just told not to do that. You just don't want to do that. It's just not natural to look at something you hate and then make it so you don't hate it, because we like hating things. Like, we have people like, hey, Justin Bieber, oh, click his video, comment, faggot. Like, we have people doing that. So it's hard to break that boundary, but we all can. And we need to just live our lives peacefully and just stop caring about stupid shit and just be amazing people, respect people whether you really don't like them or not. And the main thing is, don't take a belief and create hierarchy out of it, because there's no justification in that. So have an awesome day. Give someone a high five. Marry a gay man. Have fun with black people. Don't limit people their freedom. Try to eliminate silent letters, and then masturbate into your eyeball, because that's what I'm going to do, all those things.